What do you mean, oh no? The Mandragores are evil. You've acquired a toy chest containing several minigames. Visit an inn room to try your hand at these popular Eorzean pastimes. We are on to patch 2.4's quests, though. Archon, I was wondering when you'd show up. I've got the latest scoop on the victor's spoils that our many-faced friend has set his sights on. He used to visit the Coliseum of late. There's a tourney in the works, and it's looking to be a big one. The Mithril Cup, sponsored by none other than the Amagina and Sons mineral concern. They say that Master Feargeist will be furnishing the prizes himself from his personal collection. Small wonder it's captured the attention of Mr. Sticky Fingers. You are familiar with the concern, yes? It's only the largest mining interest in the Sultanate, after all. The chairman, Master Feargeist, sits on the syndicate and possesses such wealth that rumor has it he could buy him half the realm if he chose to. He's also renowned for being something of a martial arts enthusiast. With his position affording him little opportunity to test his own skills, he settles for living vicariously through the exploits of others. Hence his sponsorship of tournaments like the Mithril Cup. My colleague Ganelon is in Ul'dah covering the tourney as we speak. If we were to track him down, I bet he'd be able to give us something to get our investigation started. So we head to Ul'dah. Where are they? Somewhere I can see from here. Sup? I need to do that at some point. I mean, we've got 2 more trials to go through in this today. We'll see how much spare time we have. Yes, I'm a busy man. If you're looking for a small talk, I suggest you look elsewhere. No need to be rude, Ganelon. He's a friend of mine. Now, what say you share your latest findings with us? Promise I'll make it worth your while. What is going on over here? Ellie? Isn't the Mithralized Star reporter. Come to have a laugh at Ganelon's expense before returning to pen your latest front page feature, eh? Very well, just promise you'll put in a good word for me with the higher-ups, okay? Now let me tell you this. There's strange things afoot at the Coliseum. Bugger all, it's a travesty, I tell you. What the hell am I looking at? Hotch, Hugh, and Hamo? Whatever is the matter. And where, pray tell, is Hutchin? 4 of you will compete for the cup together, yes? I fear that an unfortunate mishap has left Hutchin in no condition to fight. We're just on our way to convey the dire news to Dower Meadow. Sap my arse, this was sabotage. Some bloody coward out there will stop at nothing to eliminate a competition. I swear it on my subligar. Lower your voice, Hotch. My head stings enough without your bloody shouting. Hutchin, shouldn't you be resting your wounds? Oh, but forgive your incompetent, unworthy comrade. If I had been quicker with my mantra, we would still be 4 men strong. Do not berate yourself so, Hamo. In victory and in defeat, the Montrevilles fight as one. You bear no more responsibility for my wounds than I. Any road, I dare say I'll not be getting back into fighting Fettle by arsing about in bed. Ready to chant some mantras. How about the lot of you? Watching for you? I'm always ready. That's what I like to hear. 1,000 mantras, and I want each one to ring out over the Sigoli. I am concerned. The Montravilles? As Futchins tell it, they took their name from a training partner they met at the Fist of Ralgar. Man they most admired for his devotion and chiseled physique. Consider me not the least bit interested. There's talk of attacks on the competitors, however. Of this I'd hear more. Ah, yes, I mentioned that strange things were afoot, yes? With mere days left before the Mithril Cup, a staggering number of would-be combatants have withdrawn, citing a host of curious ailments and injuries. With the list of entrants shrinking by the day, the organizers have been forced to abandon the elimination format in favor of a mass melee between what few battlers remain. 10th Challenge. Gladiators dropping like flies. No, this is no mere coincidence. I will speak to the individual in charge of the event. Where might I find him? So the concerned sponsor's attorney, the day-to-day organizational duties are being handled by a fellow by the name of Dower Meadow. Should be in his office within the Coliseum's halls. I'll send word to the gateman, Ubaya. He owes the Mithril Eye a favor or two. Splendid. Come, Archon. We've got a case to crack. They're gonna be in here. That's Gladiator, which becomes Paladin. Mithril Eye, you say? Then by all means, you're free to enter. I am Ellie, reporter for the Mithril Eye, never blinking, all-seeing. You know the deal, yes? And you must be Dower Meadow. I was hoping I could ask you a few questions about the upcoming tourney. Who am I to argue with free publicity? And for a charming little thing like yourself. Ask away, me girl. That said, between the challenge from that so-called Phantom Thief and now these bizarre attacks targeting the fighters, our tourney is already the talk of the town. Not that you see me complaining. Provided someone's still left to fight, that is. You're free to investigate as you wish, but you'd be smart to exercise some caution. Needless to say, recent events have everyone here a bit on edge. Why, just moments ago, one fighter almost took off another's head for insulting the color of his sublet. Looks like we've got ourselves another... These two aren't in the entry books. And our challenger unleashes a vicious right hook as the gentleman inspector was channeling his strength for his next attack. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner! Inspector Brearden, as efficient as ever, I see. True. Gentlemen, excuse violence. Inspector. Thinking. It annoyed me. Dower Meadow, I presume? Tell me everything you can about the prizes for this tourney, and try to be brief. I was wondering, you might ask. Master Fergus has spared no expense in making the Mithril Cup the most lucrative tourney this Coliseum's ever seen. The victor will receive a true treasury from his collection, the Warden's Grace, a ring fitted from the largest sun sphere you'll find outside of Cairn. Second and third prizes are also nothing to sneeze at, neither. But I don't care how many faces he's got. You've nothing to fear from this thief. Concern has hired an elite regiment of stone torches to watch over the vault day and night. Yes, just as the brass blades were so successful in stopping the thief last time. If you want your treasures safe, go fetch them and bring them to me. Be quick about it. I haven't all day. I can't do that, Inspector. After all, proof to have that you ain't the Mr. Many Faces and another of his elaborate get-ups. Nah, if you want to get your hands on the spoils, you have to claim them as any other would in battle. As a matter of fact, with the ranks thin as they we're actively recruiting new competitors. The more the merrier, and the more lucrative at that. Where did our receptionist get off to? Over here, you slimy bugger. We've got some fresh blood for the melee. Give me a moment, will you? I've only got 8 arms. Or are they legs? You called? I was about to give the lovely Miss Avila the grand tour. Inspector Hildibrand, look, he's purple. Astute as ever, Noshu. This color, this overabundance of advantages. I smell a case. Ah, it's just my receptionist, Ultros. Don't be sorry now. He's an ugly little bugger, but he's friendly enough. Word has it, he was one of many bizarre creatures born from a recent experiment with ancient incantations of the Thaumaturge's Guild. They were going to steal him away in a hole in the desert with the others, when he opened his slobbering mouth and started pleading for his life. I just want to live in peace. I'll do anything, anything. So the management hired him to perform odd jobs about the Coliseum. Am I ever glad they did. I tell you, this job ain't glamorous, but it sure has its perks. Just morsel. I want to get my tentacles around her. Really? You are? Know not who you are or where you hail from, and I do not care. If you dare challenge me, my Tamis blade will show you no mercy. You can forget about your case, Inspector. There is only one who will claim the victor's spoils, and that is me. Just love it when she talks tough. Now, who's the chump who wanted to get a pummeling by my lovely little Abby? Though a gentleman takes far more pride in rescuing fair damsels than fighting them, I fear we have little recourse. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, shall do what must be done to... Archon Shade will be entering the tournament on my behalf. Archon Shade? You do look like a shade. Oh, bugger, when you're with a spear. I think I'd see the day when a warrior light stood in my Coliseum. Hear that clink clink clinking? That's the sound of gil pouring into our coffers when the public finds out that a true Eorzean hero will be stepping into the ring to fight for the Mithril Cup. Oh, and I reckon your friend can tag along too. Show more to sign, Ulti. Archon, I suppose we have as good a chance as any. Now we just need to make sure he doesn't come down with some curious injury. Gladiatrix. Yeah, was it? Seemed quite certain of her chances at victory. Suspiciously certain, I would say. I am already 10 steps ahead of you, Inspector. That Ultros fellow seemed most knowledgeable at Miss Avila. Come, Nashu. The investigation is afoot! As much as that sounds like an amazingly productive line of investigation, might I suggest that our first priority is to keep Archon here safe? Let us return to Ganelan and see what else you can tell us of these mysterious attacks on the combatants. Very well. I shall leave that task to you. I have a lead of my own to investigate. Should you uncover any new information, I trust you will share it with me at first opportunity. Where'd you go? Oh, in front of the Coliseum, right? They're gonna be back outside. What's up? You again? I told you that... What? Enter the tourney, you say? You out of your bleeding mind? I've got a suspicion or two, which I'm happy to share with you, but in the end, you have to protect yourself, you hear? I've been asking around, and it seems more than a few of the fighters who pulled out of the tourney was scheduled to fight a warrioress by the name of Avila. Now, I can't make any promises, but my instincts tell me this girl is bad news. But don't take it from me when you hear it from someone who crossed blades with her just days ago. By the name of Raging Rat. He had the misfortune of being matched up with Avila in the preliminary round and earned himself a right bruising from it all. Last I heard, he was resting back up at the Pugilist Guild. Why don't you pay him a visit? Fine, I'll go this. That's cool. What's up, Raging Rat? Come to have a good laugh at old Raging Rat's expense, have you? Oh, you're not the first. I say, is there not a man in the entire realm with an ounce of sympathy? Greetings, good sir. How fortunate you are today that your guest is Hildibrand Mandeville, gentleman and inspector. Now, if you would, please enlighten me to how exactly it was that you were beaten to a bloody pulp by Miss Avila. Gentlemen, my R's, have you not a whit of delicacy? Never you mind. Look, the records may say I lost, but I'll admit to nothing of the sort. Shut at the top of me lungs. If no one else will. The girl doesn't fight fair. Tempest Blade. Some kind of foul sorcery, if you ask me. Mark my words, that girl is up to no good. If she weren't so damned easy on the eye, she'd be rotting in the jail as we speak. Girl's all Amigan, or haven't you heard? You know how it is with those refugees? Why fight with honor when you've got nothing to lose? Yes, and why not disparage an entire people in a pathetic attempt to salvage your sorry pride? This one's a real piece of work, Archon. Let's be on our way. Didn't mean no offense, miss. Just telling it like it is, as it were. Perhaps it truly is some manner of sorcery, as the fellow says. Or perhaps she works with an accomplice. She didn't strike me as the magic-wielding type. If I were a betting woman, I'd put Gil on the ladder. Ah, Miss Ellie, the thrill of the chase has struck a chord with you as well. Yes, I can see it in the wrinkles beneath your eyes. You might very well make an inspectress of you yet. Give you a good wrinkle, you insensitive boor. If that man says it's true, it's likely their fellow Alamigans might sympathize with their plight. An accomplice would hardly be out of the question. Yes, I can see it now. Two unfortunate souls shunned by those around them, united by destiny and a common desire for justice. Ample appendages whirling wildly, sending gusts of wind flying every which way. Avila and Ulti, a match made in the heavens. Were it any more obvious, I could have solved this case without leaving my home. Is it with you two and that infernal octopus? Mr. Ultros should still be at the Coliseum. Let us hurry before he slithers back off to whencesoever he came. Are they? They're back in the Coliseum. Okay. Friend, and look over yonder. Behold those exquisite legs, those stylish tentacles, the unearthly undulations of his squirmy, squishy body. Yes, our friend Ulti is a most fascinating creature indeed. Behold how he carefully eyes the gladiatrix before him. What manner of mischief is he plotting? Speaks. Yes, this is most suspicious indeed. Oh, what is this? The girl has fled in a panic. Our friend Ulti appears to be discouraged. Look at the way his shoulders sag. Or should they... How would they would sag if he had shoulders? Our quarry is on the move. Quickly, Nashu, we must pursue. That's so you want to be a gladiator. We don't want that. Want to be back out here again. I see you over there. Mr. Ulti seems to have found himself another gladiatrix. What do you mean? Might he be plotting this time? Look at those succulent legs. I reckon they taste wonderful in good marinara sauce. Marinara sauce. He speaks. And another girl rushes off. Whatever did he say to her? I'm gonna guess he flirted with her. He looks so sad. Shall we douse him in lemon butter and put him out of his misery, Inspector? Whatever is he doing with these girls anyway? Trying to do tentacle things with them. Call me crazy, but I think he likes them? Definitely tentacle things. Poor misunderstood Alti. Here we suspected him of criminal activity when in truth he was just a gentle soul luckless in love. Oh, Alti, can you find in your squishy, slimy heart to forgive us? Yes. Now, perhaps we should return to our investigation. If Avila is suspicious, as they say, perhaps we should follow her around for a bit. Darrow Meadow at the Coliseum should be able to enlighten to us as to her whereabouts. An excellent idea, Miss Ellie, but I have a better one. Let us return to the Coliseum and speak with Darrow Meadow. From him we shall ascertain Miss Avila's whereabouts, upon which we shall follow her to see if she is indeed as suspicious as they say. Come, Nashu, the investigation calls. Ellie, if you want to smack him, it's fine with me. Don't think Alti didn't see you. Uncle Alti didn't see you following me. What's the big idea, eh? I'm nothing more than a stupid octopus. So, am I... or am I? Come on. No, I just want what any octopus wants. Cute girl, untold riches, and the admirations of millions. Can't Uncle Alti dream? Well, kids, anything can run. But then again, I am an octopus. Hey, Dower. What's up? Yes, what is it this time? I'm a busy man. Looking for Avila, you say? Said something about sharing a flagon with her countrymen over the coffer and coffin. I reckon you might still find her there. I'll warn you, though, if you're smart, you'll keep your distance from that one. Poor bugger Ganelon tried to interview for an article. Looked like the girl was going to rip his head clean off. How can I put this? She doesn't seem to take kindly to being asked questions of a personal nature, if you catch my drift. That said, if you're looking for a good sparring match to warm you up for the tourney, that might just be the ticket. I can assure you there'll be no need for gratuitous fisticuffs, my good sir. With my remarkable powers of espionage, we will ascertain all the information we need without the fiery lass even being alerted to our presence. Let us be off. Guessing that's you? No. Oh, coffer and coffin. It's like all the way up by Black Rush. What's up, Hildy? Behold, the lovely Miss Avila, just as predicted. Let us keep watch from here, so as not to set off the girl's famed temper. How many times must I tell you, there's no cause for concern. The spoils shall be mine. It may as well be writ in stone. Realize what this means? We have suffered, and suffered long. Victory shall mark a new era. Just as Rabban al-Din won a new life for himself in the Coliseum, I shall win a new life for our people. The prize that I shall claim will bolster the wealth of our people 1,000. No, 10,000-fold. In a land where wealth is power, will be kicked to the gutter by old dons no longer. And with that, I must be off to the Nanawa mines to meet my sister. Probably knows magic. Miss Sevilla's self-assurance is ever a sight to behold. I deduce that my own chances of felling her on the field of battle are infinitesimal. I could have told you that before you signed up. Come now, we have a suspect to pursue. Hehe, try to steal a villa from Uncle Ulti's tentacles, are you? I'm afraid that isn't gonna happen. Yes, Uncle Ulti's homemade explosive will see that this is the end of the road for you. Does that make me a bad octopus? Ah, the distinctive smell of fire sand. Another one of your handcrafted explosives, I take it, not you? Heavens, no, Inspector. This is far too elaborate to be one of mine. Do you think whoever crafted this would be willing to give me a lesson? They're on to me. Preposterous. Could it be the muscle-head isn't as stupid as he looks? I see. In any event, I shudder to think what might happen if an unsuspecting passerby chanced upon such a hazardous object. Allow me. Heave-ho! You gotta be kidding me! Nope. That maiden in mining guard must be the sister of whom Miss Sevilla spoke. Let us listen a bit closer. Thought we agreed. No hard labor until your leg is healed. I swear, sometimes I think you were born solely to give your poor sister headaches. It says the girl once fought off 10 Imperials with one good arm. Perhaps someday you'll understand that your little sister can take care of herself just as well as you. Speaking of which, what news of the tourney? Worry not, Angelina. I've taken all the necessary precautions. The Warden's grace is as good as ours. In the most modest estimates value its worth at some 30 million gil. Do you realize what this means? Necklaces from Ashtames, sunsilk dresses, all the luxuries you've ever wanted will be yours. Poor little girls in shabby clothes, objects of pity and scorn for the old upper crust, those days are over. After I claim victory, we will take our rightful place at the top of society. I don't know, Avi. Wealth is all well and good, but I see you stand tall in the Coliseum, hundreds and thousands cheering your name. I'm proud. No matter how humble our birth, if we stand strong and stand together, this alone is all the wealth I ask for. That's your problem, Angelina. You've always been too quick to settle for less than you're worth. But worry not, your sister is watching over you. We'll do this for us. Now I must return. God's forbid one of those prying reporters overhears us. It's my Avi, always unfazed by a duel to the death, yet terrified to be caught in a moment of tenderness. May the gods smile on you, sister, and be safe. A more moving display of sisterly love I have not seen, yet I fear it has afforded us little in the way of prospective clues. Villa's obsession with victory runs even deeper than we imagined. That said, I can't help but feel a bond with the girl. My sister and I were alone in the world too, you see. Inspector, did you just hear what I heard? Look, kids, Uncle Ulti had it up to here with you. Do you think you'd just fall in this pit and die like a good little boy? Whee! I'm talking to you, Mr. Warrior of Light. You hear that sound? Just one step closer. Closer. You idiot. Ahem. No need for concern, friends. I've simply taken the liberty of investigating this hole in the ground. I'm pleased to report that there seems to be nothing out of the ordinary. Our hero. Now, shall we return to Ul'dah? The Mithril Cup will be starting before long, and the last thing we want after all this is to lose our bout by forfeit. Could it be? Did that musclehead dive straight into my trap to save his companions? The others seem completely unsurprised at this turn of events. Doubtless he has performed such selfless acts before. True gentleman if I ever saw one. But if you think that means I'm going to show mercy on you, you've got another thing coming. Time to break out the big guns, kids. Wait a minute, I dug 2 pits, didn't I? Come to think of it, the second one was right around... Give me a break! Ah, we're supposed to meet him outside the city. Could use return and then use the other right to jump back out to the Gate of Nald, but... Tests done by the Behavioral Department of the Museum of Natural History conclude that while a dog's memory lasts for about 5 minutes, a cat's recall can last as long as 16 hours. Your cat remembers what you did to it. Is something the matter? Something of a tight schedule here, Inspector. Stand back, Miss Ellie. My well-honed inspector's senses are tingling. I feel the most fearsome adversary lurking about. Oh, now he's got 2 bumps on his head. Damn, you're really up the creek without a paddle, kids. Mwah. Say hello to a not-so-little friend of mine from the Coliseum. He's large, he's in charge, and most of all, he's hungry. Whee! Where in the world is he? I haven't got all night. Don't worry, Manderville man took care of it. Godbert Manderville has saved the day. My Chimera, who is that half-naked fool? Father, could it be that the roar of unmitigated murderous rage that I felt was not our quarry, but you? Hildy, I was merely taking a stroll in search of inspiration and materials for my newest masterpiece in making. What brings you and your friends to these parts today? Just a bit of sleuth work, Father dear. And with that, we must return to Ul'dah. If you've not heard, your son is set to compete for the Mithril Cup. Oh, moonlighting as a gladiator, are we? Fitting second career for a Manderville man, if I do say so myself. Muscle-bound man is the inspector's father. Remind me never to go to one of their family reunions. Just who is this inspector anyway? It's a worthy rival, if ever there were one. Who goes there? It's Enkidu. That means Gilgamesh is somewhere nearby. Hildi, Archon, I've been waiting for this day. Look who you have here. You're quite the intimidating gent yourself. Friend of the inspector, mayhap? I am Gilgamesh, wandering duelist. And I am not so much the inspector's friend as his enemy. Who's here? What are we talking about? Ah. Well, that makes two of us. Perk up, Gulliver, because this just might be our lucky day. Is there no one in this accursed realm who can remember my... Call me what you will, friend, but heed my words. Archon is a formidable foe. You mean Greg? His name's Greg. I don't know who Gilgamesh is. Sounding like high praise coming from a big fellow like yourself. To have such a powerhouse as his sidekick, that inspector must be something else indeed. See, it says right there, Greg. G-R-E-G. There's a bunch of extra letters there. Given the fact that Japanese can't pronounce L's and pronounce them as R's, G-R-E-G. Greg. And with that, I must be off. For the reasons that I do not entirely understand, I am considered something of a fugitive in these parts. Sir, you stole weapons. Archon, I will not fall so easily this time. I get to fight him again. Do, do, do. I hope he has the same music. Ah, looks like I've hung out on my legs. All 8 of them. But if that adventure is too strong to take on alone, I'll just have to bring along a friend. Supple twisting ring calling to mind of the undulations of a creature of the sea. Yes, inspiration is struck. Bonk? Bonk. Nobody here but us octopodes. Look forward to your next life as a masterpiece, fiend. Again? Bonk. Please bonk. Muscle heads. I hate them! And we should be just outside of town. I've heard of Greg. I've heard of Gulliver. I have no idea who this Gilgamesh is. Nice victory. Good heavens! Chancing upon father like that, I dare say it's taken a year off my life. Quite a crowd has assembled. It would seem the festivities are nigh about to commence. I had hoped to uncover more of Miss Avila's secrets, but no matter. What better place to continue my investigation than on the field of battle? Good heavens! We haven't much time before the tourney begins. We must hasten back to the Coliseum and apprise ourselves on the rules of engagement. To a true gentleman, the battle is not about victory or defeat, but fighting with honor. Whatever treachery or guile my opponents may employ, I must not, I will not, lower myself to their level. Do I get to fight something soon? Nope, that's the gladiator unlock. Stop trying to go there. I see you up there. On the head, chipped teeth. I am one shabby looking octopus. I tell you, they don't pay me enough for this. That's all gonna change soon, isn't it, buddy? Gah? Mr. Ultros, just the octopus we were looking for. I was hoping that you might enlighten us as to... Ye gods, who gave you those ghastly bruises? You? Kinda you. Godbert. Bruises? I fell down the stairs, that's all. Now get lost. I'm a busy octopus. Gah? Ouch. You have my sympathies, good sir. It is a challenge enough to coordinate 4 limbs, let alone 8. Is there someone inside your office? No, whatever gave you that idea? I am simply fumigating the place. For pests. Pests like yourself. Now, don't you have a battle to go fight? Gah? Inspector, I think something's alive in there. That's just, me, talking to myself. Yes. Gods, just gods. Working as a receptionist is fun. Battered, bruised, beset by vermin, and still able to find joy and fulfillment in your work. I say, Mr. Ultros, your passion for your chosen profession is truly an inspiration to us all. Nakon, if you would come with me for a moment, I fear the stupidity in the air may be contagious. Yes, Breeden. Well, has your investigation borne any fruit? See, Avia seeks to win the tourney to claim a fortune and raise her and her sister out of poverty. Furthermore, she has implied that she has taken the necessary precautions to ensure that her victory is all but certain. Trailing her, you narrowly evaded a series of dastardly obstacles, and upon your return, that strange octopus fared considerably worse for the wear. The evidence points in one direction. The Alamegan girl and Ultros are plotting together to claim the Mithril Cup and its lucrative prize. It is not as preposterous as it sounds. I've done some research on our 8-legged friend. It would appear that Ultros has become something of a regular at Old Oz taverns and houses of pleasure. I suspect that he is using his inside knowledge of the workings of the Coliseum to identify and eliminate potential threats. Thereby ensuring victory for Avia and earning himself a healthy commission. There's also the matter of the Tempest Blade that is rumored to be the source of the Alamegan girl's strength. This remains a mystery, which means that I fear your life is still in danger, Archon. One of the guards informed me that several crates of refuse from the Coliseum reception room were hastily discarded in Pearl Lane not bells ago. It is a stab in the dark, but the contents may yet provide some answers. I'd ask you to bring them to me. You want me to go dig through garbage for you? I mentioned that you're a little bit of an asshole. Okay, Bruden, what's up? Well, let me see what you found. Have we here? Yes, a spectacular assortments of innards and entrails, and what's this? Sack, even more foul smelling than the girl was lying in. If that can be believed. Look here. Something appears to be written on the side. Sintgut Sundries? It seems this merchant has had dealings with that squishy mass of tentacles. Let us pay a visit to the man and have him enlighten us as to the exact nature of their partnership. Good old ARR quest design. Welcome, welcome. What might a discerning gentleman like yourself be looking for today? I'm sorry, sir, but if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. No exchanges, replacement, or refunds. I stand by the qualities of my wares, and I expect my customers to do the same. Wait, now. Did Ultra send you? I'll be asking the questions here. What exactly did you sell that ungodly creature? An entire sack full of gold truffles. Can you believe it? What the impressive price on that distinctive aroma. They're only for the most discerning of customers, which Master Ulstros clearly is, as he just placed another order today. Could these truffles somehow be connected to... No, I shall stop myself before I start sounding like... Spectre Briarden! It wounds me that you would sneak off to conduct your investigation without me, and to steal away Archon here. This gentleman is not impressed. Did you find anything, Inspector? Good gods, what is that dreadful smell? Miss Ellie! I would have expected a cultured young woman like yourself to be more educated in the Epicurean arts. That is the most distinct and delightful aroma of the gold truffle. An acquired taste, to be sure, but one that has won the heart of many an old Don gourmet. I particularly enjoy them slow roasted, as my dear mother makes them. Roast, did you say? I'm mouth-watering just thinking about it. Might I be so bold as to ask the recipe? It appears a productive portion of this conversation has come to an end. Besides, the tourney is about to begin. Let us make haste back to the Coliseum. They really decorate random places. Well, that merchant proved to be a spectacular waste of time. Time which is in short supply. We must return to the Coliseum before the battles begin. Here's the plan, Archon. I shall find a suitable vantage point to observe Miss Evie in combat. Until I have ascertained the trickery behind her abilities, you are to keep a wide berth of her blade. Understood? Sure. Gladiators Guild. There you are. I was this close to starting the melee without you. I'd be remiss not to tell you there's been a slight change of plans. Another contestant suffered a last-minute injury, and none other than our very own Ultros has stepped in to take his place. With everyone's favorite octopus joining you two in the fray, spectators are just pouring in. Bookmakers across the town are raking in the gill, which ain't a bad thing for us. Word has it that Master Fairgeist himself is quite taken with my promotional skills. Aye, the future's looking bright for old Dower Meadow, it is. So what say ye? Are you ready to get your arses kicked? Yeah, let's send me in, folks. Put me in, coach. Aye, that's what I like to hear. Ladies and gents, it's time for blades to whirl and limbs to fly. Bake 'em away, toys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, plutocrats and paupers, open your eyes and steel your stomachs. The Mithril Cup, brought to you by our ever charitable friends at Amagina & Sons Mineral Concern, your concern is our concern, is about to begin. Who will stand atop the heap of maimed bodies and twisted limbs to claim victory? Will it be the tempestuous Davila of Alamigo, Archon, the famed warrior of light? Or who was that grinning fool again? Ah, that's right, Humberbatch, agent of infamy and imbecile extraordinaire. Humberbatch. Or will it be our 11th hour entry, Ultros, the eight-legged purple purveyor of pain? He seems healed. Mwahaha, here I am. Did you miss me? I'd say we have a battle for the ages here, folks. Combatants, take your positions and let the battles begin. Is it time to push buttons and fight things? Alright, you know the deal. We team up and wipe out the others. Then, when it's just the two of us, I'll take a dive. Receive your share of the winnings. I've not forgotten our promise. Look at Avila's blade spin. Why, she's a veritable whirlwind of death and destruction out there. They breed 'em tough in Alamigo, that's for certain. You are next. Cool story, bro. Go, ladies and gents. Once my buddy gets a whiff of these raw truffles, be sneezing up a storm. Literally. Nothing like the rich aroma of roasted truffles. All this fight is giving Uncle Ulti an appetite. Is it time for dinner yet? Wait a minute. Roasted truffles? Braised in a savory sauce, just like Mother used to make them. Feel free to have seconds. There's a whole sackful where that came from. That meddling musclehead. It's taking him so damn long. Gazes gives it away. Open that gate at once. Bunga? What is that monstrosity? Asked Mr. Typhon, is that your stomach ache rumbling? Could I interest you in some roasted truffles, perhaps? Fascinating friends you have, Ulti. Why, just look at this charming little nose, hmm? Is he perhaps suffering from a case of the sniffles? Bunga! Could it be? Via's vaunted Tempest Blade? Was that monster all along? The girl played us all for fools. Don't look at me. It was all her idea. I'm just a stupid octopus. You were the one who approached me, you double-dealing fiend. Just wanted to experience the thrill of battle. You know, for my work and all. Come on, Dower. Has Uncle Ulti ever lied to you? What did I tell you? I knew there was something fishy about that Alamegan woman. It's beggars and brutes, the lot of them. You give them a home in our lands. And this is the thanks we get? Send her to Garlemald for all I care. Just get her out of my sight before I get sick. Just wanted to... My sister. Feel for the girl. Really, my little octopus heart goes out to her. But the rules are the rules, right? Now, if Uncle Ulti may be so bold... I say we call off the melee and have a final showdown between the three remaining competitors. That would be me, my buddy Typhon, and Archon here. What do you say, Mr. Warrior of Light? Aye, that's what we want to see. Ultros, Ultros, Ultros. Well, this is a most unprecedented turn of events, but who am I to deny the wishes of such a passionate crowd of martial arts aficionados? The venue, Halatali, the fighters, tag team of Ultros and Typhon versus the Warrior of Light. Will be left standing when the storm is settled. Be there, or miss a battle for the ages. Yeah, let's see how long it takes to get into it. So, to review, the truffles were to elicit a sneeze from the octopus's oversized crony, which would be positioned so as to appear it was coming from the Milligan girl's blade, allowing the two to sweep away their opponents with ease. No wonder I was able to see it sooner. It is quite possibly the most imbecilic scheme I've encountered in my years as a consulting inspector. At any rate, we have no choice but to trust in your abilities now, Archon. Let us make for Halatali. that is nearest to Drybone again. I mean, the last one took 12 minutes. We'll see how long this one takes. I'm not stopping until I finish this stuff up. Dolly. Right over here. Well, this tourney's turned into a right mess, with all the trouble I took preparing consolation prizes for the melee. Looks like we won't be needing them after all. Of course, as long as you bring in the spectators and the profits, I could give in to Natsaurus. Now I know what you're thinking. 2 against 1 ain't fair, especially when one of the two is the size of a small house. So here's the deal. Why don't you bring along some of your friends for the battle? Let's say 7 of them? That should even the odds, aye? So let's clear out battle on the big bridge and queue in. This one says average 8 minutes. So let's keep working on this while we wait for this queue. I mean, there's only one more patch after this. Though the estimates I saw did say this is about 5.5 hours, and I am at 5:10. Yeah. Sorry, did you say you wish to purchase other sand? Dear fellow, have you the faintest idea of the rarity of the material you seek? I have not so much as seen a grain of other sand in these markets for many a long year. I could tell you where one might mine the ore from which the water-aspected variety of the abrasive is derived, but only a desperate fool would willingly set foot in the place. Seem undeterred. Very well. Are you familiar with Earth's Gift? It is worthy ore is to be found in an area inhabited by a particularly pernicious hog. Should you encounter the Betusk Nightmare, you'll know that you are in the right place, albeit at the wrong time. Farewell. Hulking hog carcass. Well, that's helpful. You're too late, adventure. You're not for the entertainment. You'll find no trace of the ore which but recently lay here. Nay, not so much as a speck. No, you'll never spy me from there. For the time being, at least, you'll have to trust the evidence of your ears. Now stop squinting at the foliage and listen. As I told you, the water-blessed mineral you hope to find is gone. Taken by me. Victory has made me magnanimous, however. Accordingly, I have decided to share the location of an alternative source of other sand with you. Windtouch Society, variety to be specific. Trust I have your attention? Good. Band of XIV in the North Shroud keeps a quantity of abrasive for the purpose of removing impurities from lesser crystals. Well, do you mean to dally here all day? Make haste, adventurer, before I snatch up another prize from under your nose. This is to be a race. The Tali logging grounds in the North Shroud shall be our destination, and that is where the real amusement will begin. May the best man win. Yeah, it is getting kinda late. The VOD will be there, and it'll be up on YouTube eventually. Bravo! That was quite a show adventure. Why, the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of Feathersand slipped my mind. You to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations, the wind-touched abrasive is yours. And yet, having been treated as such a memorable performance, I cannot help feeling the greater prize is mine. This inequity must not stand. I insist that you accept a token of my appreciation. Payment for this entertainment will be awaiting you to the east, in a clearing within Proud Creek. Pray receive the gift ere it is crushed beneath the iron feet of the Dullahans. Not what you were expecting? I take the liberty of refining the ore from Earth's gift into other sand. Do keep it safe, adventurer. Lest you accuse me of playing games, you should know that the thought of relinquishing my prize never once crossed my mind. Until I saw you in action. Such deeds must need be rewarded. It is my vocation, you see, to record history as if made by mortal men. I much prefer to chronicle the accomplishments of the bold and the mighty. Thus, it is my fervent wish that you continue your career with the same courage and zeal you have shown today. We shall meet again, adventurer, sooner than you may imagine. I have a feeling this is probably going to be a waste of my time, but we'll see. I'm probably going to be teleported, going to be offered. It's not counter jinx it, actually. You're coming up on the first estimate, though. Let's put it that way. What news of your mission? You any closer to the remaining objectives? To acquiring the remaining abrasives? Both? I shall have Master Garland begin work on the crystals immediately. There, that should do the trick. Excellent work. We now possess all 4 of the fangs required to pierce the Crystal Tower's defenses. My compliments, Master Garland. Oh, it was a trifling matter, I assure you. Archon here is the one who we should be thanking. Anyway, by my reckoning, there's nothing stopping us from striding up to the Allegan's front door. Can't go without us, Chief. Like I said. Biggs, Wedge, come to lend a hand, have you? Yeah, I kind of figured that would happen. Combatants, the final confrontation will be held here, atop the dragon's neck. If all members of a team fall from the platform, they forfeit the match. Seafood soup is not on the menu today, kids. Ah, more great music. Oops. Messed that one up a little bit. I appear to have been knocked off. Yeah, I've never done this as a DPS. Well, that's... One of our heals appears to have been turned into an imp. Oh, I'm allowed to come back on? Thought it said knocked off. That was a ton of room to dodge anything there. But, yeah. Okay. When you get turned into the turtle thing, you get hit by the AoE from Ultros. Then after a few stacks, you get hit by the sneeze, and you change back. Looks like the turtle thing just has a timer. And Archon claims the Mithril Cup. Where's my 30 million gil? Oh, there's a wind-up Ultros. Oh, someone else got it. Oh well. Good show, Archon. Your performance has earned us front row seats at the award ceremony. This should afford us a perfect vantage point to thwart the thief. Come, let us return to the Coliseum. I mean, at least your DPS probably realized they were allowed to jump back on. It's a battle for the ages, but a worthy victory has risen to claim the spoils. And now, let's take a look at the relic that our champion has won. Behold, from the personal vaults of Master Feargeist himself, the Warden's Grace, a timeless treasure the likes of which our realm has never seen. One that's earned the attention of Eorzea's most prominent pilferer. Above you. Ladies and gentlemen, inspectors and invertebrates, the opening act dragged on over long, but worry not. The main event is about to begin. I know that you paid well for your seats here today, but I can assure you that my performance will not leave you disappointed. Now I will invite one and all to sit back and enjoy the show. Vile fiend, mark my words, you've stolen your last treasure. Swear it on the Mandeville name. I think not, Hildibrand. Greg? It is always a pleasure to reunite with old friends, but your timing truly leaves something to be desired. He stole the weapon. Archon, you bested me once, but not today. I shall have my revenge when I pierce your chest with my spear. Do you not mean your skewer? A spear! Vile thief, is there not a shred of honor in you? Return my weapon at once! Oh, it seems we have an unexpected guest. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but if your attendance at today's performance is my invitation only. It's raining truffles, but the battle's already... Mr. Typhon, just a moment. I sure had a tissue here. Funga! Alas and alack, the ring sails straight into the hands of the fiend. Giving up so soon, are we? That doesn't sound like the words of a Manderville man. Sup, no Sag? I mean, Godbert. Yeet! But of course! Brilliant, father! If the ring won't come to me, I shall go to the ring! Why, it'll be just like Dalamud. Hildibrand, Halidor, Maximilian Manderville. Skyward, as only a Manderville can. You missed. Father, you know not your own strength! Ah! Sometimes I think he does it on purpose. And by sometimes I mean always. $997, $998, $990. Yedius Maximus. Oof. Hey, Ice. You came into the sheer unbridled glory that is Hildibrand. Oh, what are those called again? I don't know why this view was chosen. These legs, they look strangely familiar. It's a specific type of armor, and I'm forgetting the name for it. Put a little too much spin on that one, it seems. Exactly as planned, but who can argue with the results? Save for one thing. This ring is fake. But no matter. I have a feeling this will lead me to the true treasure. Until next time, friends, you've been a most attentive audience. Bloody hells. Guards, seize the fiend at once. Those are just, yeah, those are a bunch of, I think they're monks. Monks, pugilists, one of those two. They're a team. They're, yeah, don't ask questions. Might I suggest running? Oh. Yeah, that really wasn't anything, was it? It's too late, sir. The second prize, the Ring of Inquiry, it's gone. The second prize? What is the meaning of this? He-faced fiend or no, the man spoke true. Master Goldsmith's eyes cannot be deceived. This sun sphere is clearly a second-rate replica. Preposterous. It's just the dim lighting. Yes, if you'll just step over here. Have you taken ill, friend? You seem to be perspiring most heavily. Let's not be too hasty, friends. I can explain. Short answer is very weird censorship laws. Sold out my honor, joined forces with that odious octopus, all for a false treasure? What a fool I had been. Whatever was I thinking? Do not berate yourself so, Miss Avila. Why, it was exactly as you said, was it not? You were thinking of dear Hegelina, and nothing more. Suppose I was at that. How do you know my sister's name? I assure you, young miss, under no circumstances did I tell you to the Ottawa mines to eavesdrop on your intimately personal dialogue with your beloved sister. No kill. You have the right of it. Blinded by the prospect of fortune and fame, I had lost sight of myself and what I truly was fighting for. My honor and my sister's trust will not easily be regained, but I will not shrink from the challenge. One mystery still remains. Before the thief had identified the ring as a fake, he had already acquired the key to the storeroom. Clearly the second prize, this Ring of Inquiry, was his target from the start. Aye, there must be some pattern to the items the fiend has stolen. Pattern that betrays his true intentions. Treaty Blade, his aim is virtue, the Ring of Inquiry. All relics with quite a history. Or to be more precise, relics from the era of the Balladians. Sweep low, bird. See you tomorrow for garden paws and gunfire. Chickens are not cats. Oh, if that is so, the answer is clear as day. The fiend means to found the Eorzea's greatest museum of Balladian history, pushing up the prices and gouging honest men out of their hard-earned coin. Doubtless another one of his cars will appear on the scene to tell us just as much. Dude, where's our card? Where's our card? Thank you. That is a very big card. I think we've seen that one before too. Aw, poor Briardian. Aw, poor Hildibrand. I've enjoyed our little game, but all good things must come to an end. I shall claim the 4 sacred treasures, and justice shall be served. So this is the thief's final challenge to us. What are these 4 treasures of which he speaks? Four treasures of Miqo'te become one, the wicked shall be judged in the blazing sight of the sun. An old legend, a little more than a fairy tale at that. And yet it seems the Phantoms believes there is some truth in these words. 4 sacred relics of Miqo'te, the Warden's justice? Lofty words coming from a glorified footpad. One is winning over the common folk by the day, if the rumors are to be believed. It would seem the tales of a master thief ruffling the feathers of the rich and famous have won the man more than a few admirers. Consider his targets so far: an old Don collector and her hired thugs, trading mogul and her brass blades, and knowing mining magnate and the stone torches. Is it any surprise that the sympathies of ordinary old Dons would lie with the perpetrator rather than his victims? Astutely observed, Miss Ellie. Our quarry clearly harbors no small degree of resentment for wealth and authority. Might his next target be a member of the Syndicate? Perhaps the Sultana herself? Ha ha! Then it will be to his downfall, for the greater the challenge, the higher I rise. Ahem. Just one moment, if you would. Mark my words, ye of many faces. There is but one man who shall lay claim to the 4 lost relics of Miqo'te, and it shall be Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. Yes, I'm sure that inspires us all with great confidence. Is that... No, it couldn't be. Methinks Godwart may need a new pair of spectacles. It's our little cutscene. It's a race to recover the 4 lost relics of Belladia. As the Fiend's true identity and aspirations are revealed, will the Eorzea fall prey to the forces of evil? Or will our hero do what a Manderville can? Her last vow. Key to the next case is a mask. Have you ever worn a mask for so long that you forgot what you actually looked like? I have. And how did they freeze in midair like that? Talk about a mystery. Oh, see you next time.